Hi guys. I'm about to tell you guys a story. And I'm really nervous to say this, but I feel like it might help anyone who has gone through it. When I was 5 to 6 years old, I was sexually abused by my cousin. He was around 12. And he would take me into the basement and make me do things to him, and he would do things to me. Wow, this is harder than I thought. I was told that if I didn't do what I said, he wasn't going to be my cousin anymore. And he was my favorite cousin, and I trusted him. So I did exactly what he told me to, because I didn't want to make him angry. I didn't want to upset him. I wanted to be the good girl and do what I was told. Sorry guys. I don't remember much of what happened because my memory has blocked itself out. I didn't know that it went on for a couple years until my 10th grade year. I only thought that it went on for a couple weeks until my mother told me that it went on for longer, which makes me so upset because I kind of wish I could remember, just so I knew exactly what he did to me. I know he would make me strip down completely naked, and he would strip down too, and he'd make me do things, and it wasn't right. And I remember that I always had a smile on my face because I didn't want him to get angry at me for being scared. My whole body told me not to do it, but I did because I didn't want to lose my cousin. I wanted to be the good girl. I thought that I had to, but I was sworn to secrecy. I was told that if I ever told anyone either, that he wouldn't be my cousin anymore. One day, my cousin and I were down in the basement, and we were sitting on the couch with a blanket over us, and he was like making me touch him. And my uncle came into the room to grab something out of the freezer. And he asked what we were doing, and my cousin just said talking. And I wanted so badly to scream and run to my uncle and hide, but I sat there like a good girl and didn't do a thing. And my uncle just smiled and left and didn't realize anything. It ended up that I actually wasn't the one to tell my mom. I had a friend who I had told what happened, and she thought that it wasn't good, so she told her mom. And then I was in Disney World at this time, so away from it all, which was heaven. And my friend's mom called and told exactly what went on. And when I got back from Disney World, my aunt and my mom sat me down and asked me what happened. And I started crying and told them. I remember my cousin sitting with my aunt, and my aunt was like, "You better apologize." And he looked at me and was like, "I'm sorry." And I looked at him and said, "It's okay." And my aunt yelled at me and was like, "It's not okay." But she believed that because I was so young, I would forget everything and it wouldn't affect me, and that everything would just slip under the table and be forgotten, and everyone would be all perfectly fine. Yeah, not so much. I still remember it, or as much as my memory will let me. I'm still affected by it every single day. I still think about it every single day. I don't let it ruin me anymore, but it can get hard. But I would never, ever take that part of my life back. I know that it made me stronger. I know that it brought me to where I am today, and that I would never want to change anything, no matter what. So many people look at me and are like, "Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry." And, like, no, don't be sorry, because I'm not. I'm not sorry it happened. Yeah, it's a really shitty thing to happen. And I'm not saying it was good or anything, or saying it's acceptable, because it's not. But it brought me to where I am today. If that didn't happen, I wouldn't have moved. But no, I moved. I met so many wonderful people. I am so happy with where I am today. And I would never change it. It's part of me. And I'm not afraid to talk about it. Yeah, it can be really nerve-wracking to talk about it. But never be afraid to talk about anything. Never be afraid to tell someone that it's happening, no matter what. It can be. No, it is scary. It's terrifying to have someone that has that much power over you, and that you feel helpless and that you can't do anything. But never be afraid to call someone, tell someone, get help, and stay strong. I know that it can get tiring to have the memories come back over and over and over again. But I've accepted them instead of letting them hold me down. And I don't know. If anybody who watches this has gone through something similar, or is going through something similar, and they need someone to talk to, you can come to me. I swear that I will help in any way I can, even if you just need to vent it out, or have someone who knows exactly what you've been through. I'm here. You're not alone, even though it may feel like you are. You're really not. There's so many people, sadly, that have gone through the same thing. Well, not the same thing, but something similar. So don't be afraid to tell anybody. Stay strong. It gets better. I'll live with it for the rest of my life, and it'll still affect me, but I'm not ashamed of it anymore. I'm not afraid to tell people anymore. Though this is really nerve-wracking. I don't know why. Probably because I've told few people, but putting it on Tumblr, that's a wee bit more than a few people. If you need me, I'm here. I guess that's it. Stay strong, guys.